Hi. So, really long time no see, which tends to be like some bad habit that I formed on YouTube recently. I think last I left off, left off was probably the end of 2021. Yes, because I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant at that point. Fast forward, baby boy just celebrated his 1 year birthday, his first birthday, in February. So we have a whole 1 year old, we have a whole 3 year old, and in between that, nothing's, stopped. Life's still going on. Same thing around here. Trying to be a good wife, good mom, still working as an ER nurse. And that's really it. So I think I'm just gonna start this off with doing a quick 5-minute makeup routine that I have kind of started doing recently on days where I just want to look a little bit more polished but don't really want to spend the time doing like a full face or so. If I don't feel like doing foundation, I just do some concealer where I need it, and if you still see some like blemishes through that, then whatever, it is what it is. But the two concealers that I've been using the most have been the Lip Bar Quick Conceal, and this is in the shade Honey 2.0. I just find this at Target. Mainly do this to like spot conceal on my face, which it is a little bit darker than my face, but when I go in with my powder, I feel like it looks pretty decent. And then under my eyes, if I want to do a little bit brighter of an effect, then I'll do the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. So I have my little broken mirror right here that I'm just gonna do. So how has everybody been? I hope you guys have been doing well. Hope everybody's 2023 is off to a good start, because we're already like dang near a quarter into the year, which is wild. I've been trying to be, since Drew, my youngest, has turned 1, definitely trying to get back more into like things for myself. Not that I couldn't do them before, but I kind of just like took that time because that's my, last kid. So just trying to soak up like all the extra moments. I set out and made a goal of nursing for an entire year, and we hit that goal. We're still nursing here and there actually, which is fine. And so now that we're kind of like weaning, I wanted to start doing like a lot more things for myself. So this year I've been like prioritizing like working out, even though I haven't gone to the gym in like a week. Just been trying to like move my body more. And I think, this might not count for some people, but I feel like me working as an ER nurse for 12 hours on my shift, that I move my body quite a bit during that time period as well. But intentionally moving it outside of that, I've been trying to be better about that. Reading a lot more. So I read like 1 book last year. I got a Kindle because I just thought it might make reading easier and definitely more convenient while traveling if I want to be intentional about reading. So I finished my 1 little book last year, but I've already finished 2 books this year. My goal was 1 book a month. So I have finished 2 books this year, and I'm starting my 3rd one. I read Verity in January, which was really good, and I really liked it, even though some reviews have said that like it was just a lot, but whatever, I liked it. And then last month, I finished it like a couple days after the 1st of March, because it was super slow, like, to get into. I think the wording was like really hard for me to grasp because the people were just very country, even though they were, I think it took place like in North Carolina, which is where I am. But I read Where the Crawdads Sing, something like that. Yeah, mainly because I wanted to watch the movie, so I figured I'd read the book beforehand. So this is what the concealer looks like. There's a filter on this camera, which I don't really know how to turn it off without doing some research. So just know that it doesn't look, my skin doesn't look this clear, but it looks a lot more even. And so after that, I just go in with this, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder in the shade 345 and a big old brush and kind of just press it in. So I recently started reading The Housemaid, which I don't think is that long. So I might hopefully finish that before the end of the month, and then I can start my next book, because, you know, the goal is one a month, but if I do more than that, then that's great as well. So doing that, I started a devotional, which I need to get back into, but it's the Confident Woman devotional by Joyce Meyer. Honestly, I kind of fell off on it, but I need to pick it back up. So I've actually had it for a couple years and just never read it. Next, I go in with bronzer. I've been going between the Sephora Micro Smooth Face Powder in 65 Toffee, and then I already had the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in Caramel Cutie. And I tend to use this one if I'm doing like super light makeup, because it's not as pigmented as this face powder obviously is. And I just take that on like this pointed face brush, kind of used for blush and bronzer. Basically just bronze the cheeks and the forehead. What else? I used those Falscara lash, like DIY lash extension kit the other day, and this is what it ended up looking like, which is not bad. I was doing lash extensions for like the last 6 months and I really love them, but they are very expensive, and I was like missing actually just like going in like this. So I took them off like the middle of February and I missed them, but I figured I'd pick these up and try them just to see if they'll, you know, give me a quick little fix. And I don't mind them. I mean, I slept with them last night. They're definitely not as like, you know, full, but not bad. And I think it might be a nice alternative, like when I do actually want to wear lashes versus trying to do strip lashes. That was just the, I've had this blush so long, I probably should throw it away. But it's the Milani Coral Cove powder brush. I just love a good coral orange blush. And then, since our lashes are done, we don't need to apply mascara. But just gonna do my brows a little bit. Did I even set my under eyes? No, I didn't. Let's go in with the Laura Mercier setting powder, and this is just translucent. We're just gonna set a little bit under the eyes. Okay, brows. I just went in with my pencil broke, I got this from Target, Arches and Halos Professional Brow 2-in-1 Defining Pencil and Powder by Tanya Crooks in the color Auburn. I don't know if you can tell, but your girl has like some red brown hair, which you guys have not seen my red brown hair, but it kind of just happened. I was watching TikTok one day and a girl dyed her hair like an auburn, you know, ginger color, and I was like, I want to do that. And it didn't turn out that bright, but it's enough, you know, it's enough to be low maintenance like I like to be. So yeah, so that's it for the eyebrows. I like colored them a little bit lighter as well because the really brown eyebrows was a lot. But this is 5 Minute Face. I think it looks pretty good. didn't take a whole lot of time, and it doesn't take a whole lot to take off at night, which is also nice. And then I just typically go with chapstick. Okay, it's about 4 o'clock and I have just a couple of things I want to try to knock out before the boys get home. I washed the sheets. Well, I changed the sheets on the bed, and then I needed to wash the duvet cover, so I've washed that. But I need to put that back on the bed and tidy up in here because it is a mess. I have that trash can there because I have a lot of stuff coming out of my nose right now. So I'm gonna clean that up. I need to fold this teeny tiny little basket of new clothes that I got, the boys, that I washed. I'm gonna make a coffee probably before that, and then try to start dinner. So let's see if we can get all that done in like an hour. I have no skills when it comes to styling things. Like, I see things I like, and then when I try to execute them, I don't like how it turns out. I had gotten that little blanket. It's called an end of bed throw from Target, because I was like, oh, I can bring this in as my pop of color for like spring. And I don't know how I want it. Like even when I put it all the way across the bed, it's a king size bed, and it doesn't go like as long as I like it. And so I'm like, I don't know. And then this right here, I really hate that it's like beige and tough, but there's nothing wrong with it, so there's no need to just go and get another one, right? But yeah, so recently I got these planters, which actually I had them somewhere else. Had no idea they were going to end up in here. But one, I put one in here because I did feel like they needed something underneath these plants. I mean, underneath these photos. So I put one in here and I was like, ooh, I like it. And then I went and got another one, and then I was like, okay, what kind of plant can I put in here? I didn't want anything super tall because I didn't want it to impede with like the photo itself. Didn't want anything hanging, so I found these ferns at home, Hobby Lobby. But I'm gonna put some moss paper bags or something, plastic bags underneath it to like boost it up so it looks more full. So I think I'll go ahead and do that right now. It is much later, like 8 o'clock. So the boys are down. I finished dinner and I am about to eat, get in the bed, and hopefully edit a little bit of this, but I wanted to show you guys those plants that I was talking about. So I ended up doing about 20 trash bags, like old Target, Walmart, little plastic bags underneath it. And then I put just some like, was it sea moss or something underneath it, which you really can't see, but if you're up close, you could. And this is how they turned out. So I think they look way better. They're like elevated and they actually look like, you know, cute little potentially live plants, but I think it just adds something to the room. And then still got this thing here. I think I might eventually take that little fluffy pillow, little brown fluffy pillow down and figure something out, but it's coming together, you know, I like it. Let me show y'all what made for dinner. I don't like to spend a lot of time cooking, so we keeps it very basic over here. So I did chicken thighs, which are my favorite because it's like almost impossible to dry them out. And I just did, they look a little burnt, but that's just Cajun seasoning on them. And then these are lemon pepper. I did broccolini for the first time, and I like my broccoli like charred. It probably has no nutritional value left, but that's how I like it. And then instant potatoes, because we couldn't be bothered to peel a potato, boil, mash, none of that, and they are pretty good. So I'm going to make my plate and eat and rest after work the next 4 days. So thank you guys so much as always for watching. I probably will also, before this, have included like some clips for the rest of the day that I did, like some different things I did around the house. But thank you guys so much as always for watching. Thumbs up this video so we can like push it out. Subscribe, please, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.